today. I mean, couldn't do the broadcast like I wanted to earlier. I was like, screw it, I'll just play the game. Because I'm just trying to get to 93 anyways. Then I get all the way to the end of the game and it drops out on me. Like it says, oh, you're not connected to the services and all that other bull crap, how the server and all that crap. And then I can, 2 seconds later, upload right back up to my career. Whatever though. Maybe I can have a better game than I had last time anyways. Even though it was a great game. I think I had like almost 60 points, 12 assists. Only had 9 rebounds. I tried to get that 10th, but teammates were jerking me. I don't like this now.
The Star Spangled Banner, sung by musical artist Linda Lynn. Welcome everyone to this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. Our broadcast team tonight, on one side, Greg Anthony.
Steven
on
Adams.
the other side, Steve Smith. And on the sideline, now let's get a pregame report from...
Let's go ahead and get it started.
Thank you, David.
That's Killer Cam, a.k.a. Cameron Hardaway. Push-ups. And the matchup is Blake Griffin and Steven Adams. Small ball's working for us. Well, you got Killer Cam, so it always works for me.
It'll be Los Angeles.
My career, you should be able to win the majority of games anyways. Or at least dominate individually. Because there has been some years,
it's not a myth.
like
I mean, you
2K15,
haven't played this amount of games. And I think more importantly,
maybe 16,
people don't
where I wasn't really winning games, but I was dominating individually. So kind of like Jordan's first couple of years.
For 82 games, you play about 30 in college. Yes, that rookie wall starts to hit you around January.
But the more you play 2K, the more you learn how to get around some of that stuff and actually,
then there's Jimmy Butler.
bide your time and get back into the game even with the 2K cheese.
And it's denied.
Wow, okay.
And pushing it up.
That's how we start this game off, okay.
Caldwell Pope with it, out guarded by Wells.
Normally dunk those, but whatever.
Caldwell Pope with it, coming off a stellar performance against New Orleans. And there's the call on Shammy Wells.
Okay. Call on Sham.
That's his first foul.
Man, it's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Wow. Y'all have a pick before the pick even actually happens. It's amazing to me, 2K.
So it's the Clippers.
I can't move around before the pick.
I just
and
thought
then I get picked up. It's like, what the heck?
Got any shot they wanted, really, for most of the evening.
I'll give them credit, even though they were facing very little resistance.
I'm already going to the line.
They refused to play down to the level of their competition.
The Clippers shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe.
Slap hands.
And the first one at the line is good. Well, one thing you know with this Clippers franchise is they are not going to let money be a hurdle when it comes to their goal of winning a title. Ownership, Steve, has shown they're willing to put out money to get the best players on the floor.
Alonzo was leading the league in
this team was sold for $2 billion. Ownership is not afraid to open up their checkbook to acquire talent. Next for them is just getting to the next level and winning a championship.
If I could have continued to do some of the assists I was doing in the first couple of games, like I went on a tear the first couple of games with assists. Like the flow was crazy, and then after a while, the 2K cheese came in.
Hardaway kicks to Wells, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Hardaway.
There's a chance he could go for a big game if they don't D him up on the perimeter.
Ball dishes to Nance. Ingram kicks to Nance.
Honestly, if I can get KD to make more shots, I probably would lead the league in assists.
Sinks the three-pointer. Ingram's got 5.
I'm not too far
And
behind
that's from
him.
beyond, guys. Right back at
There's been some games where it's just been like 3 and 4 assists versus the
everyone launching from range.
10
you. Now flying
20,
high and
possible
throwing
20 I can get.
down with the one hand.
One of his favorite
KD.
moves right there, guys.
and 1, baby. Let's
You
get
watch
this game
Kevin
going.
Durant and the way he just rises up so easily, Steve, with his
get
soft
this nigga
touch,
a
he can
brush.
absolutely be unguardable,
Nobody?
even if you're willing to throw double and triple teams his way.
You know, Durant's height, shooting, and mobility are just too much for one defender to deal with. On any given possession, he
let's
can
go.
create a
What
good
you gonna
look
do? What you gonna
out of
do,
nothing.
Lonzo?
It's why he's one of
What
the
you gonna
greatest
do,
scorers
Lonzo?
to ever play.
Oh, he's gonna pass the ball like a little pussy.
Adams, the pass the ball.
Oh,
Lopez
come on, that's
outside.
off.
They get it back. And again, it's kind
So
of
we not rebounding up here?
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
A lot of laziness going on out there. Still early in the game, but that needs to get worked out.
They set the pick.
Wasn't trying to get it to Durant, but whatever. We'll get it back to where I was trying to get it to.
Gets the 3-point
Booyah.
ball.
You're not going to stop me from doing what I want to do, 2K, even if you try to
Lakers
control
have
certain
gotten
things
4 of
like
6
that.
field goals
It's obvious
since
someone
the
trying to
in the
give it
first
to
quarter.
Durant. I'm not trying to
Lopez
skip
kicks to Ingram.
Wells. Wells had the better.
Back to Lopez. Lakers
Hit the
working
better
ball
shot.
around
He was
now.
open. He was a little bit
He
more open
dishes
than
it to
KD
Ingram.
was.
Feeds the
Now,
ball.
if Wells
From
wanted to
the
make
arc.
the extra
One
pass
up, one
in
down,
that
2
situation,
points with his first
that's
shot
a
this
totally
game.
different situation.
Ball has tremendous confidence in that shot. As soon as the pass hits his hands, he's ready to pull up.
That's what I like. Cut to the basket, baby.
Hands here now.
Yeah, it figures before it's over.
Caldwell Pope outside.
Get over here. Are they gonna
Lopez
double
over
me?
to
They
help.
gonna double me?
It's tipped.
Wow,
Ingram with
the
his
long
steal.
arms came in handy, huh?
Oh, the jam by Ingram.
And how about the huge wingspan of Ingram, really causing the opposition a number of problems.
And that replay brought to us.
They make anything a deflection, though. I mean, I'll give them that. You know, it's Ingram. He got long arms, whatever. But they'll make anything a deflection in this game.
Gets it to go.
And defensively, you've got to make a greater effort working over the screens.
Yeah, he could have made a better choice. He left him an easy one. Let's see how he plays the next screen.
Here's Lopez, and again it's
We
the
started
Lakers.
off pretty decent, though.
Early
I
on,
ain't scored,
neither team putting much emphasis on the defensive side.
but
No
off the
doubt.
line,
Offensive game
got
plan on
Jimmy,
both
got
sides
Jimmy a
has
score,
been
got Wells
effective
about
early
2,
on.
got
Here's Hardaway
Yo,
at the
come on.
elbow. Griffin pass to Wells. He kicks
Griffin's
it
the
to
only one I
Hardaway.
haven't given the ball. I mean, got the ball to.
This one
And
the
one,
play.
baby.
Bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Los Angeles.
Now they
shooting
dropping
their
the
fourth
2K
shot at the foul
trailer.
line here.
Little LeBron, I guess that makes sense for LeBron to be in the cover because I couldn't tell you. If I could have guessed, I couldn't tell you who was going to be on it. You can't get Harden because Harden just graced NBA Live. I mean, I guess you could, but I mean, when that sometime would have to pass for you to be able to do that in that situation. You could have went Westbrook, but Westbrook
Lakers trail by 3.
wasn't as big, even though he did triple-double this year
And here
again.
is Ball.
Wasn't as big
17 points for him
as he
last
was
game
last
against New
year.
Orleans. Caldwell Pope kicks to Adams.
Unless you decide to put that as the regular one, the standard, because I'm definitely getting the standard.
That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good. Clippers have gotten 6 or 7 shots to fall in the first quarter. They're off and running. Griffin. The shot by Butler.
You can't afford to
Nobody
get,
around.
especially
That
when
drops.
streaming
And it
on
comes off
YouTube
as
for a
assist from
year.
Griffin.
Sometimes I do
Nice
it on
job by
Twitch,
Butler.
like I'm
Really
doing right
worked on
now.
the catch and shoot
Very,
jump shot, getting it off a little
very,
bit quicker.
Ball kicks to Ingram.
very little
Screen by
compared to
Adams.
YouTube.
Lopez is
And this is going right on my YouTube page, anyways. Hey, yo, kid,
Ingram with
2306.
it. Griffin's
But
there.
yeah,
Clock at 4.
I'm not
Here's
getting no
Lopez.
dividends from doing this.
And it's
So
Lopez again missing.
we'll
Clippers
be
leading
getting the
by
standard
5.
version, and 2K19
Gets
better
it to
be
Wells.
somewhat better than 18.
Launches it. Rebounded by the Lakers. They defeated the Pelicans.
I was watching
in the last
Agent
game.
000's video about how he just deleted his 2K18. I said, I can't delete mine. Like, he gets views on views on views, so I can't delete mine off of that. I just like playing basketball games. I've just come to that conclusion, like, I like to play a lot of simulated basketball.
Hardaway kicks the butt.
Hence, that's why if you go on my YouTube page, you will see
This is as
a
good as
bunch
it
of
gets
videos
for
of me
first
playing my
quarter in
career,
terms of shooting the
streaming my
basketball.
career stuff, and not
Adams.
or NBA Live. I got a few NBA Live too.
The feed now the ball.
And
Screen by
Warframe.
Adams.
Warframe's the other thing I like to
Ball, the pass to Caldwell Pope.
broadcast or just drop a video of it every now
Ingram
and
with
then.
it. And Griffin picks him up defensively. Pulls up, high post. And it's Ingram missing.
I'll tell you what, despite the miss, he's going to be looking for that same shot again.
Hardaway kicks to Durant. Here's Wells.
Wells.
And again, it's the Clippers from
God.
deep.
Finding the open man, and Durant
I'm gonna
has
do nothing
dramatically
today.
improved as a passer since he's entered this league.
Dishes to Adams. He feeds it to Ball.
With Wells on fire? Watch. I ain't even gonna have. I might not have 20.
There's the pass to Lopez. Shoots over Griffin. Another shot. And
By
there's a
halftime.
whistle.
By halftime,
He
I
was
probably
going
will
up
have
for a
20.
layup.
But I mean,
It
like,
looked like there was some contact.
it won't be nothing crazy. That's what I'm saying.
Shot or not, but sure enough they have. So he'll head to the free throw line. And Los
I can drop
Angeles with
40.
some changes.
Easy.
Jones checked in for Adams.
About a
Robinson
half.
comes in for Ingram.
But they
And
playing
Terry
like
Rozier
this.
subbed in for Caldwell Pope. The Clippers also changing it up.
Oh, Lopez,
Wayne
get out the
Giddens
way,
checked in
man.
For Griffin.
It's killer
Trevor
season,
Booker
man.
comes in for Kevin
Killer.
Durant.
Killer.
And Gallinari in for Jimmy Butler. Lakers trail by 8.
That's how quickly I can score, though.
Here's Rozier.
Or just quickly get my points up. First of all, especially if I feel like I get gypped off of a shot, I'm going to keep attacking. You'll just see me go on full-fledged ball.
His best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see
If I feel like they making me miss shots and I can be...
Hardaway dishes to Gallinari.
Man, don't hold the ball, bro.
Pass to Wells from downtown.
He does not care.
Wells has got 14.
You see how
And
it
back
does
to
this at
receive a coach who has one of the rare
almost shoot it
distinctions of being
anyways.
traded
Wells, what are you
from
doing?
one team to another. This, of course, happened when the
nigga just
traded
pull
into
it.
the Los Angeles Clippers.
I mean, Kevin, this was
At least he
so
hitting
hard.
them though.
Doc
Yeah,
Rivers was
dog.
worth a
Developing story.
first-round draft pick in
GM.
the 2015 draft for the Clippers. Rivers asked to be moved as he didn't want to go through the rebuilding
Dave
process
Gettleman
with the
diagnosed
Celtics
with
had in front of them.
Jimmy Wells with a strong contribution
some
so
type
far
of
in this
cancer, I
one.
guess.
just killing it.
First year
from
general
deep.
manager
They gotta
says soon
be
undergo
all in his
treatment.
jersey at
That's
all
not good.
times. Give him
They
even
just
an
got
inch,
the Giants
and
just
you
got that
ask him
GM. They
for
just
him to
fired
drop
their
another triple
GM.
on you.
So what are they gonna do?
A chance to take a moment
Get the
and compare
president
front court and back court
to take
scoring
more
the
of
night for
the
Clippers.
And they haven't needed a whole
responsibility,
lot of work
or
done
are they gonna
inside
get the
because of what
GM,
their
or are they gonna
guards
do a
are
conglomerate
doing. It's
of
been an
it, or
outstanding
something like
performance
it?
by the
Or are
fellas
they gonna just
in that backcourt.
more than likely it'd be an all hands on deck since they were trying
Lakers
to hire
trail by 11.
hire him in the first place, but
Rozier kicks to
not
Lopez.
good for the
Lopez a
Giants.
screen.
I'm an Eagles fan, so it doesn't affect me.
Now here is Robinson, currently averaging
It
almost
might not
6
affect
points
the
a game.
Giants very
6 on the shot
that
clock.
much. They did get Saquon Barkley.
Trey,
I think they did try to get
the
some
shot.
people
No
on the
good.
line. You still
As
have
the Clippers
Eli.
taking it the other way.
You still have the receiver, ODB, even though you're not paying him.
Here's Hardaway. Now on the play, basket counts, so it'll be a 3-point play chance.
There
And
you
guys,
go.
they've come out and established a rhythm. And also their play
It's going to
calling
be interesting,
has
though,
been
this
on
football
point.
season.
Well,
I'm
the
hoping
two go
that we
hand in
just
hand. Matching your strategy to
come
your
off that Super
personnel
Bowl
is
run
key.
and keep
Los
rolling.
Angeles making a switch here. Ryan's checked in.
Man, it's been a long time.
And sometimes
I've been
it
an
gets
Eagles
started
fan
with
since
a
I was
hard
like
foul
10.
from the other team or a whistle that you felt should have gone the other way.
From South
Anger
Carolina,
can happen
so-
in the NBA. We see it. Emotions
South Carolina
arise.
has Clemson
It's a
and South
passionate
Carolina.
Game. Smitty,
Wofford,
what was the
stuff like that. Doesn't
angriest
have
you ever
any
got
professional
during a game?
teams.
I
You
know
can go,
you
well,
competed
Carolina
because you're
Panthers,
one of the
Carolina
best
Panthers, and
defenders I
Charlotte.
ever saw. But did it ever cross that
So it
line
never could be a
becoming,
Panthers fan, just
a
off
little
of
bit
their
more
strength
gritty,
off
a
of
little
that.
bit more angry?
But not really
They did, Kevin. I think
in
they
our
won
area.
this for sure. Game 7, Western Conference. Drove the basketball hard as I could. And
Nice
was
shot,
fouled by
Dedmon.
Shaq. They didn't call it. Being flat and laid out and the guys going up
But
and
yeah,
down, we eventually lost that game. That was one I still haven't got
Why the
over. And when
Eagles?
see
I
Shaq
actually just
today,
like the animal.
I might not do it, but I want to knock him upside his head because
No,
he knew it was a
no.
foul, and I knew it was a foul, but it wasn't called.
He is one big man. He looks like
I mean,
he can
that's
play
why
right,
I got.
as do you,
That's
which I think
partially
is
why
great
Killer Cam has animals on his
ex-athletes and
on his
keeping in shape.
he got a bear on his
getting that
chest
way.
for
But
another reason,
Shaq
because
certainly looks like he could play
2K
right
did
now.
not update their tattoos, which makes no sense, or update their system. You might want to do that for 2K19. Update your system on tat. Bring in new tats. Bring in a way where you can type in the words. A lot of us like using words on it. You can walk around the community in the neighborhood, Xbox or PS4. Mine's on PS4. You walk around the neighborhood and you will see people use letters. And I guarantee you, most of them would agree with what I was saying. Be able to type in what you need to type in, stretch it out. You change the font
Los Angeles, they have shot
and place it exactly where you need to place it.
And as a
Instead of
team,
going
they're down
letter.
around 72% for the season.
Because that's why I ended up. If you could look at my arm, my PSN's on my arm, on one of my arms, and the 2306 part of it is all the way down to my fingers, and that's just from being like semi-lazy, going like, I'm not pushing all this stuff back after I got all this placed on my arm that way. And then I got Killer Cam on the other arm, and I had to load it up with other tattoos so it just didn't look so bare on his arm. You don't even give us the ability to make a sleeves. You gotta have more options on how you're doing this.
The second from the line.
I'm not saying it has to be like NBA Live,
Clippers leading by 15.
because NBA Live is not, theirs is not flexible enough. Y'all's at least is flexible to a certain extent, because you place it wherever you want to. They have just basically full-on sleeves,
The Clippers keep it alive,
which is fine because they have some dope sleeves, but at the same time, it's like
And really, these are
the ability to create your own tattoos is pretty dope.
The Clippers have been good at the line
That's
so
all
far,
I'm saying.
5 of 5.
And they've had really
Dang, I
good
already got
numbers
8
all
assists.
season from the free throw line.
So we definitely getting a double-double.
And
Wow.
he makes the first.
There we go.
Drawing fouls and making them
What's next,
pay
baby?
at the line.
Hardaway hits them both.
But yeah, they got to fix that, man. You got to have more
Now,
flexibility on
Good
more
portion of the scoring
images.
has come from him. He averages
Easier
more than
way
18
to
points per
and
game.
why can't you change the camera
Jones
angle
sets the pick for Ball.
on how you look at how you place your
Sinks the
tattoos?
triple.
We need to be able to look at our whole body while we're placing the tattoo. Y'all didn't think that was something that needed to be done? We needed to be able to
And
preview
Jones sends it back.
our haircuts.
Beverly, the pass to Hardaway. Second shot.
I don't know why
opportunity.
y'all don't have
And two free throws
templates
coming up, unable
of
to get
players.
that one to go with
You
all
have
the
all
contact.
these choices of players. What if I wanted to have the KD?
He's made all 6 of his
haircut?
tries at the line so far.
And you know, something I remember
Which
from
actually
their
would
last game was
not
how
be
good
reasonable,
he was
because
at the line.
sometimes I don't even brush my hair either. I'm just saying, on national television, I think I would probably take a brush to my head in that situation, but whatever.
That free
Wow.
throw good from Hardaway.
Yeah, a lot of whistles
I'm
here
Bob
early,
Cousy, baby.
as
Y'all
well
gonna
as
make me
foul
score
trouble
just off the
starting to be
line,
an
huh?
issue.
Hardaway hits them both.
And they've been the more physical team, offensively, seeking contact, looking to score.
This
in the
game better
lane,
anyways. We
and
already
getting
blowing
to
you
the
out.
line.
It was a struggle.
Rozier kicks to Robinson. No good on
I mean,
the
we
three.
still ended up blowing them
They've
out, but
been
it was a struggle
sensational
for
on
at least the
backcourt
first 3
to
quarters.
start this game.
Like, it was tied at halftime when I played it earlier today.
On the wing, Hardaway. Turned in an outstanding game against Golden State.
Like
And
an
this is one
hour
of those times where the coach has
ago.
got
I'm
to
like,
preach, be unselfish.
like I said,
And we
2K
don't know
did that
he hasn't. Maybe it's been
stupid
falling on
message
deaf
came
ears.
up and said,
Guys
"Oh,
taking ill-advised jump shots.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
you're not connected."
Let's
Da,
go
da,
to
da,
2K
all
leaderboard.
this
These
stuff.
teams have been terrific at turning
Like, okay.
turnovers into
But I can
points.
jump back in
The
5
Clippers,
seconds.
number 1.
And
makes
all those
sense.
points off turnovers have been a huge bonus. I mean, that aggressive defense.
How
has also
fortuitous
paid
the error
dividends
comes right at the
offensive
end of me.
of the floor.
You know, especially when I'm getting close to 93.
And Ball comes to help.
So it's like I'm redoing the game that I don't need to redo.
Shoots a 3.
Some people say, why not simulate? I don't simulate. That's
And
why.
this is what he gives you, the ability to contest the shot without foul.
I just don't.
Perimeter
I played it
defense
enough
at
not
a
to be able to
premium
simulate.
These days, you see the value.
Whether
in this kind of
whether I
effort.
stream it or whether I don't,
Sets up
I played
that low,
enough
You really have to work to root him off the block.
to not
Yeah,
have
he
to
has the
simulate
grit
like
to
dig
dig in and the skill to counter if you try to get physical.
So I
with it.
like
And it's out of
playing
bounds, and they say last touch
basketball
by Bryant.
games like this.
Deckers checked in
Like
for the
since
Clippers.
day one, and when they actually came out with a system where you create your own player and you control what he does and stuff like that. Actually, that's what I want 2K to open up,
Outside Hardaway
is to control.
shoots over ball.
And
Offensive
obviously, a
rebound.
lot of us are talking, when we talk
Here's
about
Dedmon.
control, a lot of us are talking
Tough
about
break there, shot
the
after shot, they
animations.
couldn't get
I'm
anything
not
to
only
fall.
talking about the animations. Animations do
Jones kicks to Rozier.
hamper us from doing stuff that we want to do. Don't get me wrong, we got the blow by cheese, we got certain things like
There's the
that
pick.
that we get around and stuff like that. But I'm
Screen
saying,
by Jones.
especially when if people are saying
Here's
my career is
ball.
boring, one of the reasons why it's boring, chill. It's supposed to be and they down by down by 11. Like chill. They went 2K got him making unnecessary threes like he Curry anyways. I just played the game previously and he was making threes like that. Like, Lonzo don't hit threes, but whatever. But anyways, like the commentator getting all crazy loud and stuff. Chill. Nigga, y'all losing by 10. What you do? You hit a buzzer beater. But yeah, they got to.
In a moment now to hear from Steven Adams as he reflects back in a life.
If a lot of people
growing up
say my
as
career is
the
boring,
youngest of 18
you got to make it.
children
You got to put some
back in
GM
New
type of stuff
Zealand.
in there too. In other words, LeBron James is able to pick, pretty much handpick who he wants to come over here. Why not? If it's my career, why not?
Steven Adams, he's
Can we
checked in
come
for
to the
Bryant.
point? And I
Lopez
pitched.
comes
I
in for
was
Larry
talking to one of my
Nance.
friends about this. I was
Ingram,
like,
he's checked
yo,
in for Robinson.
why not be
And
able
it's
to,
Contavious
especially
Caldwell-Pope in for Ball.
if they're losing or the team's not going in a direction, like most of us win on my careers.
Butler is out there with Trevor Booker.
I mean, the way they built it this year, you had to be 85 in order to win. There's no way in the world I was going to win games at 60 overall.
Hi guys, the chosen one.
Especially when they made pro pretty hard at that first point. Like, I'm not playing on pro now, but I'm just saying, like, they actually made pro kind of difficult.
It's rare to see any player put
It's
up
like
numbers like
the
that.
only reason why I was
It's
going to play
likely
on
he'll
pro
always
at 6
remember.
because I was at 60 and I was going to grind.
Well, he set the bar
No.
pretty high for himself with that
That's not going to
performance.
work.
He did. I mean, but
But
we
yeah,
know he's
they,
gonna try to raise that bar again tonight.
They
No
got to
matter
open it
how
up
good
more. The
he
reason
is, he's always
we got to be
thinking
more like
he can
LeBron.
do
If it's
better.
your
It's gonna be
career,
tough. I'm
you
sure
should be
the
able to
entire
control. Like I
defensive
said, if
game
you're
plan
losing,
is centered around how to stop him.
at some
They're
point the
gonna be
GM maybe
all
should
over
come
him.
in there and say, you know what, we're thinking about trading you. You're our best asset. We're thinking about trading you. We're not going in the direction that we thought we was going to go with you. We're not winning. We feel like we have a better chance of tanking. That would be funny, just to see a cutscene like that. Skippable cutscene like that. Obviously, I would watch that cutscene though. If that happened. Be kind of pissed off though.
A little bit more above the rim and with his quickness.
Because I choose when I want to leave, type of thing. But yeah, but then the list will come up and they'll tell you, they'll give you their who's interested, percentages, same thing like free agency, and then you bounce off to another team, a better team, or whatever, or just you just need to have a lot of good conversations with your GM.
And that's what he
You need to
does.
be able
I mean,
to
he
conversate
is a
with your
bucket
GM
getter.
on this game.
Kicks to Jones.
Like, they need to be making plans. Like, not this whole, I don't know if I'm going to get KD or Jimmy Butler in the season just because I put it on the list, that's who I wanted. Like, I got KD because it was on the list. There was no discussion between me and the GM on what direction we need to move in from season to season. And looking at the contracts and stuff like that. Or who needs to stay on there and stuff like that. We don't have, they locked up Patrick Beverly, which is not a problem to me. That would have been the decision that me and the GM need to talk about. Just to be frank with you, that's a decision that needs to be made between both of us. We need to be like, oh, okay, yeah.
From downtown,
I want Patrick Beverly still here
That one is
because
off. So Los
he's
Angeles will take it
he's
the
an
other way.
agitator. He's a
17
defense.
points was their biggest margin.
And let's
He's a defensive specialist.
10 assists and 7 rebounds.
We need him there for that.
So much
Let's lock him up. It's not going to cost us that much to lock him up. That should have been a conversation that we were supposed to have.
Reason why? Because that's his mindset. He wants to carry the load and
free agency, yeah. The reason why we should have been talking about why we wanted to get Jimmy Butler. I got Jimmy Butler in my season 3, and this is season 4, and I got KD. But it's only because of what you call it. In the trades, why can't we be able to trade people 2K? I don't know anybody that's been able to trade anybody. I've watched videos over YouTube land and all that other stuff.
Hardaway hits them both.
Nobody's been able. I haven't been able to trade. I did this on purpose. I tried to get a player that wasn't even good, like a 67 overall or something like that, something crazy low like that. And they still, my assistant coach still sent me a text message and was like, "Yo, we can't do it." What's the point of having the option 2K if we can't make trades?
Lakers shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game.
So I'm saying you have to have a whole lot more control of what's going on in the game. The AI has to be better. Why not play a rookie or pro then? If my teammate's going to play like trash, I don't. Cause you think it's a bad. You think this 9-point lead is bad early on in the game. Let me play pro and see where we'd be at on that.
And that one misses.
Guarantee you I can average 100.
And we all know Blake Griffin, Steve, is a scoring
I already
forward,
averaged 60, 70 in the season, and that was not even intentional. It becomes intentional because start chasing it then.
Being able to pass out of the post, pass off the dribble, has a great sense of time.
Like the goal is for me, the goal is to score 60. Why? Wilt Chamberlain. That's why I like my career. My career for me is to chase the ghosts. That's why I play my career so much. Because it's like, for me, I'm just going at records. Like right now, I'm on the scoring leaderboard.
Three-pointer, Butler.
Yes, I'm going at records.
Picking up the assist. Hardaway's got
I'm coming for Jordan's name.
Wow.
I'm coming for LeBron's name. I'm coming for Kobe's name. I'm coming for Wilt Chamberlain's name. Wilt Chamberlain, multiple times, average 50 points in a season.
And starting to send guys
so why not
to
go
the
60?
line way more than they need to. Let's get some
Oscar Robertson,
defense going
triple-double.
here. That should be the emphasis.
Among
get away
tons of other things that he's known for.
Well, you look at the growth that Jimmy Butler has made on the offensive end over his career.
But yeah, I'm just trying to be
new tricks to his well-rounded offensive game.
All
That's
that
why
in
he is
one.
one of the most improved player in the past.
Except I can't. The only thing I can't conquer is that 3-point thing.
Caldwell Pope outside.
Because my guy's not a 3-point
He's
shooter.
at the pick.
And probably will never be a 3-point
Here's
shooter.
Ingram. Hits the 3-point bomb. Ingram's got 12 points in the game.
Or in
And the
2K19.
improvement Butler
Throwing
shows
it
on
on.
offense. Recently worked on his step-back jumper. Now it's a major tool for him, Steve, to get points from.
Unless I get better at the shot meter. I don't know why my
I
timing.
mean, now it's a difficult matchup sometimes with
Because if
one-on-one
I'm getting
defenders.
close to
He
the
has a
green,
solid
I don't
jump
know
shot,
why you
and we
miss so
all
many
know he can
shots. But
defend, and now
Mike
this
Wang
double
apparently
team
says
is
they're
becoming
opening
a
up the
will
window
passer.
for that.
Lakers
I just
trail by
need
11.
you to give me honest feedback when I'm actually getting close to the green.
By Jones.
I may not be getting green every time,
Ball
but
kicks to Jones.
I need to make some of them shots that's close to the green.
Jones has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And love how Ball uses the pick and roll to his
And that's just coming from a perspective of actually playing basketball. And you know sometimes your shot is off and it still goes in.
Showmanship.
You know your approach. You know you're not comfortable how you launch that shot off. Sometimes, and you still make it.
Definitely an emphasis, Jim. A big apostrophe or exclamation point.
Y'all
maybe even a question
allow the
mark.
computer to make wide open jumpers to players that don't hit consistently threes in real life. And then when my player goes to shoot a wide open shot, or one of my teammates on AI goes to shoot a wide open shot, they can't make it.
Booker with no one around.
No one around.
They shoot
Prime
again.
example.
And there's the nice
Did
layup
not
by
expect
Griffin.
him to make the shot. It's
Griffin's
Trevor
got his
Booker.
second basket of
But
the
I'm
night.
just saying,
And
no
after
one
they
is
scored
around.
his first quarter,
He
he's
couldn't get the
finally
benefit of the
finding
doubt to
range
make
in
that
the
shot.
second.
Down
Nope,
low.
not on 2K.
Got a piece of it.
Pay attention. Oh, come on, BG.
So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2
Bubble
shots.
guts. I
Let's
still
check
can't
out some of the
believe
best shooting teams out there.
Kevin Hart did
The
that
Clippers
to
number
him.
one.
Just tremendously
But anyways,
disciplined
yeah.
offensively.
You gotta-
Always looking for
you gotta
the
open
best
it up, your
possible
options
shot. That's
more.
how they've gotten that field goal percentage.
Cannot be
to
stressed
skyrocket.
more that y'all gotta stop with it.
Griffin doesn't do it as often anymore,
Stop
but
with
he is
not
still
being able
one
to
of the
cut
top dunkers in the league. He
cut
just rises up
scenes.
and
What
finishes
is up with
a lot
that?
of
No
power.
cuts.
There was a
No
time when he
skippable
was good
cut
for a
scenes.
poster dunk.
Especially when most of us want to make multiple archetypes. That's another thing, annoying factor. Y'all want us to spend so much money on these characters.
Off the left.
Honestly, the solution is
really forcing
purely
things now.
cosmetic.
Doesn't have to do it because his teammates are picking up the slack.
Yep.
I mean, we can save some by still doing the custom shirts thing because we don't have to pay for the custom shirt thing,
Easy lay-in.
which y'all should keep. But nigga,
And
we
here's
gon'
Hardaway.
we gon' still buy pants. We still gonna buy shorts.
From deep.
Like majority of my stuff is
And so it's the Los
Clipper
Angeles
stuff. Don't get me
Clippers.
wrong.
13
Because I
points
just
up
want
at the
to,
end
outside of the
period.
neighborhood, I
They've
want
been
people to
putting on
know
a clinic
that.
in the fake. Shots are falling
For
with
whatever
regularity,
reason.
and they are pounding it down low.
I just wear Clipper
and now
wear.
we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside.
Because that's the team that I decided to play for.
Kevin, thank you. Hey, you have
I was
done a
like, why
really
go
good
play for my
job
favorite
finding
team?
other guys
Even though my
and
favorite
creating
team
for
probably
yourself.
needed that.
What are you seeing out there that allows you to do that?
Even though that would have been annoying to have to deal with.
You know, a lot of it is
Playing
just
with other
seeing
guards,
what's available when we come down the
like
floor
Chris
and just,
Dunn
you know,
and all
making
them
a
guys.
decision from there.
Like, I wouldn't
wanna
mind
be able
playing
to
with
punish
Zach
them if they give me
Levine
too much space,
and marketing.
But, you know, as soon as they start
I'm a
focusing
Bulls
on me,
fan,
then
but
I can get the ball to an open man. And
I try to
the
go
team has
there
done a
where
great
it's
job
not there's not a
finishing the play so
positional
far,
threat.
Trust is so
So
big in
Magic
this league.
and
Thank you. Back to you, Kevin.
Clippers were the
Thanks
biggest.
so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but
To me,
we'll be
were
right
the
back
biggest
out here
ones
for the
for me to
start of
go
the
to
third
at
quarter
the-
after this break.
When the 2K18 was going to drop. If I had to think about it, which I haven't really thought about in depth now for 2K19, I have the next character name and possibly the archetype and all that stuff.
Well, we're getting back to the action
And
now.
tattoo
It's been a
ideas.
one-team show so far. We'll see if that
That
changes here in the
depends
third.
on if they keep if they keep the same. I might as well,
Here's
to a certain
Wells.
extent, do the same kind of designs.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade.
Because all I got
Fueled
is
up for the
spider
second
webs
half.
all over my arms,
Taking a look at Los Angeles.
just to try to make it
Ball
look
runs
sleeve
point
like
with
somebody
Contagious
did
Caldwell
some
Pope to his side.
custom
There in the
sleeve, because these
backcourt. Ingram and
douchebags
Nance are your
don't
small
understand
and
that.
power forwards. And it's Adams and
It was
at the
probably
five,
prudent to
Roman.
make
As a defender,
To make
it's hard
a-
to keep up with KCP
make it
in
where you could,
transition. He has
have different-
excellent get up and go.
And that replay presented by Under Armour showing
more
us the
flexibility in
fantastic
tattoos,
steal
but
that led to
whatever.
that fast break finish.
Like I said,
Another
this gotta be
unleashed
more
chaos
open.
moment.
You gotta,
Here's Ingram.
like I said, all
No good there. And that
like I
would have
said,
finished
they're
a
so
single digit.
VC hungry,
And they've got a big
but all they
lead,
have to do
not
is make
just on the
cosmetic like
scoreboard, but
Fortnite.
really in the rebounding numbers as well.
They
Ingram comes with the
because people
double
gonna buy
team.
clothes, people gonna buy boosts,
Hardaway kicks to
people
Well.
gonna buy those type of things. Like chill.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
I feel like sometimes you should be able to transfer your abilities to another
How
player
much do you miss playing
to a certain
You know I
extent.
do, Kevin. I've always had that in my bones. But I
Especially
think
when
as
it
of
comes
now,
out to play the
last 2 or
part.
3 years, as a
Like
guy
you want to
that
have
can
your
shoot the
best
ball a
type
little
of
bit,
player,
I wonder and dream and pray
and you
if I
want
could've
to.
got a
If you're
chance
playing
to
with
shoot
one of the homies, and
15, 18 threes.
he's the
So I
better,
love
he's
it.
better
I know
adept
my
at playing
time was
point
my
guard
time
than you are.
is over, but I
But you
would
got a
love to shoot
center.
that many
It would be
threes.
kind of nice to be
Two
able to
shots.
transfer your points
Blue shot.
over to your center right quick from your main guy and be able to transfer
one
them
falls
back.
for.
So you're better adept for playing pro-am or playing park with your friends or just randoms in general. You
Hardaway
might not
gets them
want to
both.
play point guard at that point.
And for those of you
A lot of times when you play with
about a minute
randoms
into the second
anyways,
half,
you got, man, that nigga's so
Caldwell
selfish.
Pope kicks to
That's why you don't
Nance.
see
Nance a
I
screen.
have a couple. I may have one My Park video that I've uploaded, and I lost that game anyways. I've
And
lost
so
the
he
majority
earns
of
a
my
trip
Park
to the
games.
line. Official saw the contact and he'll
I haven't
shoot
played
two.
that many either.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
It's literally like playing a regular pickup. It's like playing a pickup game in basketball, like a regular pickup game, and you don't know anybody.
Both free throws good from Nance.
And then the servers is not all that up to par, like they need to be. Like, I don't understand how you can't
Right side Hardaway. The layup missed.
Ooh, you know that's
do a better job at that when you had getting all that money towards us, and you have other examples
Inside.
that have
It's
better
deflected.
servers.
Stolen by Durant.
I don't have those problems. I don't have those problems where I can literally stream, call up the homie, play Warframe. Don't have those drop-in type of, don't have those lagging type of problems with Warframe.
Not a big drop off.
Another free game, by the way.
Totally, you want your
Purely
team to at least
cosmetic, what you pay
hold
for
court
it.
when the reserves come in. He definitely keeps you solid up front.
I like Warframe, but
Wells
I
dishes
don't.
to Hardaway.
Fortnite is something I would have to
By
get
Los
used to
Angeles.
because I haven't played it enough. It's not even on my console
Here's
anymore.
Caldwell Pope, and he takes the fantastic lead pass up.
Yeah, I'll probably go back once I get
slam.
more memory
And
on
you see the
my
quickness
PS4,
of
but,
KCP bursting to the rim.
which is kind of a delayed situation. I'm supposed to be trying to get a seat, a gaming chair,
And those are the kinds of plays
and
that are just
what you call
killing
it,
them right now.
Lakers
and
trail
more
by 11.
storage.
Ball kicks to Adams.
Come on, let's
A
go.
little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Here's
Caldwell,
Caldwell
missed that
Pope.
thing.
Another
There you
miss
go.
by
Nice
Caldwell
rebound, Blake.
Pope. For Los Angeles, they've gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half.
Nice layup.
And Hardaway gets it to go.
You can
I don't think they
tell he
count
is on a mission down the
acrobatic
stretch.
effectively
Attack
either.
offensively
There's certain
and
things I don't
build
think on the
this lead.
badge counts that
And the
don't. I don't
Lakers
think they
call
count it
time here.
effectively.
Look at the chosen one. He's been playing really well.
Yeah, because
I feel
he's
like
been
if you
killer,
should be
struggling
acrobatic,
to
don't
find
try
an
to
answer.
delegate it just to only layups. Because at this point, my guy's all he's going to do for the most part is dunk anyways. Because he has contact though. He's a slasher.
Molinari, he's checked in for Butler.
I probably
Now we get a
average
chance
about
to
10
check out
dunks a game.
Kevin Durant. The last 10 games, he has been on a heck of a run. 9th in blocks.
Oh, he
And
playing
with the top
defense.
20
I got to get
ranking
him
in
to
field
score
goal
though.
percentage, you put the ball in his hands, and he converts at a remarkable rate.
Yes, my
His
usage
ability
rate
to
is
control the lane is a
ridiculous.
difference maker for that
If I was
team.
actually in the
Exceptional
league,
timing and anticipation.
my usage
That's
rate
why
would be
he's a top 10
ridiculous.
shot blocker.
And there would be questions like the questions that Westbrook has, that they have on Westbrook, or can people play with him? That there would be questions like that, even though
The defense, fortunate
actually probably wouldn't be that many questions if
to leave wide open.
I actually
Count the basket. Hardaway
if I actually win
points in the
championships like
Lakers trail
like
by
my
15.
character is winning championships.
quarter. Ball kicks to Nance.
So there might be slight questions about that, even.
Nice ball
But those would
movement by the
be
Lakers.
drowned by winning.
Adams' shot is off.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team.
Oh, that's 5.
A plus 10 rebound advantage tells
5
you
rebounds.
all
Why
need
did
to
you
know.
pass it back to me?
Over to the left wing. Wells kicks
can
to
pass it
Hardaway.
back. Nah, don't look for the ball now, nigga. You had your chance.
Why enough under that one?
I hate that
Lakers
crap.
have gone
I'm literally
2 of
trying to
6 from the
drive.
field
I'm literally
here
trying
in
to
the third.
drive, and they making me fade
They
off
need
of
a
that.
good offensive
I'm not
possession.
trying to
Yeah,
fade.
they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Ball kicks to Adams.
I think they need to work on their
Feeds it to
defense
Caldwell
on this
Pope.
game too.
Nance
They
sets
just
the
let you
screen for
slide
Caldwell
by.
Pope.
On my career, it's more like sliding by. On park and pro round, you're just getting blown by.
Just a positive force right now for these guys, and though his team
And that has something to do with their servers and the latency also. But also the
Now
blows
let's
by
take a look at the list
sheet.
of
So it's a
players
combination
who have
of like
absolutely
a
lighting it
bunch
up.
of
These are the
things.
NBA scoring leaders
all
over
at the
the
same
last 10
time.
games. And you look at Hardaway, leading the league in points per game. Such a great player.
quite a role he's been on. I mean, a pure scoring display. Eventually, teams might find an answer for him, but that's not been the case here lately.
Take a break.
You know, it's killer season.
And
So
he knocks down the first one. And the Lakers making a change
there's not
here.
much you can do.
Robinson's checked in.
When you block me, I still come back with a vengeance
Hardaway hits
and
them
dunk
both.
on you.
Impeccable from the line since
If you
halftime.
play me too
Lakers
hard
trail
when
by
I'm driving to
15.
the basket, you foul. If you play me too hard on the
Ball, the
perimeter,
basket,
you might
Adams.
foul me.
Fades away.
It's kind of hard to scout.
And no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way.
All over the NBA, it's kind of
Here's
hard to
Forbes.
figure out what to do with Killer Cam.
Los Angeles with another miss. Lakers have gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm.
But yeah, that's what I'm looking for over 2K19.
Ball
I
gets to
wanted to see
Robinson.
more Parks too, though. Even though I'm not a Park player.
Adams with the screen on Gallinari.
How bland was the Park this year?
Outside Robinson, beyond the arc. And there's the rebound by Dedmon. Dedmon's got 6
Honestly, the
rebounds
grind needs to be
tonight.
a sensitive base. It don't have to be super easy to get your
Their work on the
player up.
boards has been impressive.
Here's Hardaway.
Like, I like the fact that y'all try to make it hard. Y'all made it a little bit too hard as far as that goes. Because if I'm dropping like 70 games in a night, I expect it to be higher than almost 93 at this point. At least should be 95 by this point. I was 95 by this point in 2K17. And the only reason why I went more than 95 is because I didn't play Park like that. I like the fact that you got rid of the fact that you have to play Park to uncap things. You don't need to. Whatever you play, that's where it should uncap. It doesn't matter what you play. It should uncap just from you playing.
For Kevin Durant.
Because everybody plays something different.
Hardaway hits them both.
But y'all do need to
Lakers trail by
expand on your
17.
part. Why did you make all the courts the same color
Ball gets to Adams.
and then try to allude to the old courts
Nails
from
the
previous
screen.
parts?
Here's
stupid.
Robinson. And again, the Lakers, no good.
Like, you didn't have to make it
His
color
lack of
like that.
consistency with the shot tonight, it's held him back.
But you look at Live. Live's had
Here's
real
Hardaway.
courts.
He's got
Could
36.
have did design
There's a
similar to
screen.
real courts, basically.
And Adams sends it back.
All I want them to look is authentic to a certain
Here's
extent. I want the
Rozier,
courts to
guarded
look, the
by
street courts to
Hardaway.
look authentic. And look like
the
somewhere
basketball,
you want to
Rozier.
actually want to play outside.
Rozier's got 8 points. Clippers leading by 15.
And if you had more than one park out there, like, we literally have one
here's
place to
Hardaway.
go.
Basket
park
is
that's a
good, and
gym.
he'll get a chance for one more at the free throw line.
You know what I'm saying?
How about the
Like, have
quarter?
a park
He's
that's a
had
gym.
tremendous execution on the offensive
So
end,
you go to
helping
one
to further
you go to one
fuel
park,
this lead.
and
Ryan
you may
is
have
checked
a
in for Steven Adams.
three stage setup like they have right now, but they're different colors and stuff like that. It's something actual that you actually aesthetically would like to cosmetically like to look at. And then you go into a building,
What's up?
and that's the gym, and it's kind of set up like that, 3, 4, 5, 6 courts like that, and you go and play on there. Like,
That free throw good from
you gotta
Hardaway.
open it up a little
And the
bit more.
Lakers
You're gonna have a
ball time
neighborhood,
here.
have a park here, have a gym there, have some, I mean, at least 3 different areas you can go to that have several courts though. What's the point of just having the 3 courts? I know we're not all playing exactly on the same court, but we're technically playing on the same court as far as that goes. Because, you know,
Here
there's
we are,
different,
Nathan. Let's see how
they take
things
us
are
to
shaking out in the
different
West
servers and
early in
stuff
the
like that.
season.
I'm
You
just
take a
saying,
look
like,
at the
bruh,
Clippers. Things going their way so far in this season. Right now, they lead the pack up
Options
front
matter.
in the first
It just
spot
matter.
with the best record. And of course, there's Los Angeles, just a few spots below there.
You know, for Los Angeles,
It's all
this
about
season
options
has
and making
been-
the game
it's been
competitive,
solid.
too.
But they just need
And
to
I'm not talking about
maintain their
turning up
place
the
in
AI.
standings and get 100% prepared.
because
here
I
for
think
the
every game
postseason.
need to get
I
rid
don't
of
think
that
they played their
algorithm
best basketball. So that
of
things do come
cheese.
together for them before
Every
the end
game
of the
has
regular
this
season.
unnecessary
Look
cheese
out.
that happens.
He dishes it to Forbes.
Forbes, you better make that.
Good, and the assist goes to Hardaway.
You've been in the league for a while.
Hardaway has got 10
I have no
assists
idea
tonight.
who that
So
is, but
active.
he joined
Lakers
our
trail
team
by
for whatever
20.
reason. I think you should have decision making on that too,
Here's
though.
Rozier. He's got 8.
For the
And
little
Bryant
role
gets to
players that
Robinson.
come to jump on your team to get these
Back to
championships. Like last year I had Zach Randolph, which I was fine with that.
Now, ball.
Like, let's get a chip for
Intercepted.
Zach Randolph. Old tell.
Gallinari dishes to Hardaway.
I would not be fine with
It's holding
LeBron
by Los
coming though,
Angeles.
because I'm
The defense ready for him on
Trying
that
to pass
possession. They
LeBron.
had to be, 'cause he
Even
is
though I
so
like
strong
LeBron.
in the paint.
Rozier the pass the ball.
Oh, come on. Are you
Outside
serious? How did he not get the ball? How my teammate did not get the ball?
Robinson against
I understand
Gallinari.
it was like a butt fumble situation with me.
Putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the
Because that's literally what 2K made happen. Like, it was a steal, but it bounced off of my butt for some reason. And then, but my teammate's right there, and the Lakers still get it.
The Lakers really having a tough go here.
That's another thing. It's like the bump steal crap.
He's missed 6 shots.
Dumbest thing ever. And y'all continue to keep it in there.
A terrific distributor. He's got
y'all have us
at that point
dribble into the player.
Which enables him to see over smaller defenders.
Even that's cheese right there. So I couldn't throw it over a teammate. I couldn't time that effectively. It had to be a steal in that situation. Nah, I don't think so.
Greg, you're right. Not all 2 points are the same.
I'm not saying that we're not going to get steals. It's like, bro, stop making it effective for the computer to always get their way in situations like that.
Really good job there.
First of all, they're not even winning, so I don't even know why. That was effective in that situation. Like, okay, they double teamed, but I caught them in the beginning of their double team to pass the ball.
Out to Gallinari.
Wow, Gallinari.
Yes, and it's
thank you for making the shot, though.
6 points for Gallinari.
So much of his offense is oriented. Good to see.
I got 12 assists like I did the original game that I played against the Lakers.
Man's a screen.
They got cut off early.
Los Angeles gains possession. And a pretty unorthodox swing shot shooting form for Lonzo Ball. Greg brings it up on the left side of his face.
Yeah, but he's still got great balance, and the lower body.
It's sad though that 2K won't change certain things like that. If I don't play that park that much, and I think it's annoying, how annoying do you think it is to park players? How annoying it is to not be able to play they want to play, or
I think it's a non-issue.
Robinson kicks the ball.
Or just like I said, the cosmetic part of it and everything like that. It's like, bro, you made the grind extremely hard, and then you gave certain people, certain so-called special people, edges.
He could have made a better choice. He left him an easy one. Let's see how he plays
to get faster.
It's
like, come on, man.
I mean, that's a point guard playing like a
I don't think the game actually had to grind all the way that hard. Even though I've heard he plays 2K a lot, I think y'all gave him like extra boost and stuff like that for him to be able to.
With a screen on Hardaway. Ball kicks to Lopez.
Like, I don't understand why you have to cap us so hard. Like, when it got to 90, game over. When it got to 90, it was super hard.
Firing on all cylinders.
Like, you ain't got no choice but to play my career.
Making a switch here. Jones is checked.
Because I don't know how you're doing it in my part. In my part, you don't get that many experience points from that. Which I think they should balance that out too. Like, obviously in a game, in an NBA game, especially if you play it regulated like I do, I literally try to play 12 minutes. If you're playing it like that, then of course you should be able to rack up a whole bunch of experience points. But you gotta, like,
there's the steal,
double time that or quadruple time that on park and pro-am. You're only playing like 5 minutes.
And
pro-am.
But they'll get another chance.
A quarter?
Stolen by
wow. Okay.
Fast break. The Lakers. Ball's running. Stolen by Beverly.
That should have been stolen by me. I initiated that.
Outside Hardaway.
I thought they was going to give me the foul.
He kicks to Beverly.
I guess that's why Beverly got the steal now.
Now here's Hardaway. He's guarded closely.
Yo, I'm not passing right there. God dang it. Let me just do this. Y'all niggas trying to play me too much, man. Trying to pass it in the post.
Goodness, that was
just to give it back to Beverly. It didn't make any sense to do that.
This building is stunned. He dug deep.
He should be stunned.
Into his bag of
tricks. Messing with a killer like that.
Rozier the pass to Jones. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Rozier kicks to Jones to the middle.
And they claim NBA Live is supposed to have real ball movement. I think 2K should look into that too.
You can't let ball have that kind of.
He doesn't even move when you reach at him.
Playing like a power forward.
And he can do a little bit of
so in essence,
he is not scared of anybody. He knows.
You're
he can play
right. We
amongst the
didn't.
big
I didn't
boys.
steal from
And he
him.
showed it.
You can't steal from
Rozier
them if they
takes
don't
the
react.
Dishes at the ball. To the middle.
Because sometimes
Going by
people
Beverly.
sidestep and make a move that they shouldn't have made because they realize
Here's
you're
Hardaway,
on them.
and then
Oh
Hardaway
my God.
with the dunk.
And Beverly, not a volume
You just gonna let that
playmaker,
nigga
but he
do that to you?
always makes smart
But yeah,
decisions
like,
with the basketball.
they don't even make effective moves when it comes to that. If I'm reaching at you, they
Here's
should at least
Rozier.
move.
A
And
look at his
sometimes that
stats.
should
He
open up
averages a bit
to
over
us
8
actually
points
getting a
game.
steal. Not
Lopez a
us
screen.
walking around and walking,
3 seconds
trying to
left.
stay up with them, stay with
Again,
them.
Los
Oh,
Angeles.
Excellent use of the
You get a
screen
bump
there
steal.
to free himself up.
What?
and create
2K,
space
come
to
on
make
now.
an open J.
And
no,
now taking
actual
place in the third
effective.
quarter.
And I've gotten steals off of Western Square. Don't get me wrong.
The Clippers on top.
But you gotta time. You gotta bide your time. You gotta stay up on, stay on those steals. Hope they don't call a foul because they'll drag you in with those animations too on that too. You press the square button 5 seconds ago. 5 seconds later, you're grabbing onto them. It's like, bruh, come on, man.
A chance now to hear Coach Quinn Snyder talking to his team moments
Nigga
ago on the
attacked square.
One of the biggest things is not to react.
Shut up, Quinn.
big group substitution here for the Lakers. Steven Adams is
That should be another conversation.
Nance comes in
The
for
GM wants to
Pascal
go in a new
Siakam.
direction. The GM and the president want to go in a new direction, coaching
And
staff-wise.
Kentavious Caldwell
Quinn
Pope
Snyder
in
is
for
not the
Eric
coach of the
Big
Lakers.
group substitution
But
here
because
for the
they
Clippers.
haven't been winning
Griffin
effectively
checked in for Dwayne
like
Dedmon.
we have,
Kevin Durant
they
comes
have a
in
different
for Booker.
coach.
Wells
I think
is
Rick
checked in
Carlisle's
for
like at
Williams. Hardaway is subbed in for Patrick Beverly.
the
And
76ers or
Clippers
something. I don't
looking
know.
who
There's
they've
something
got.
crazy in them.
Jimmy Butler is out there with Durant.
Like they're switching up a
Then
lot of
there's
these
Griffin.
coaches.
Then there's Hardaway.
On the game.
And it's Wells in at the shooting guard.
That should be a conversation
Ball
that
kicks
you
to
have.
Nance. Over Durant. The shot's
Like I
good
said,
from Nance.
skippable though. Skippable. Some people are not going to.
Fourth
Who
quarter
cares?
play
They just want
and
to play the
over
ball.
3.5 minutes have gone by.
Personally, I kind of.
Caldwell Pope brings the
If
double
the
team.
skip scenes are like that,
Stolen by Ball.
I wouldn't mind
and
that.
now Ball pushing it up. No one back to
Of course, I'm gonna foul him.
How about the strength on display?
I didn't
there
deserve
by
that-
Ball?
that steal.
Not the biggest guy out there, but he will.
But they was gonna make it a steal, no matter what.
Physical contact.
They got him
You know,
playing
so often we hear
like
about a player
the
coming
height
out
that
as
LeVar
an
had
elite
him.
athlete, but Lonzo Ball
They got
is an
Lonzo
elite
playing like that on
basketball
2K. He
brain.
don't even play like
this
that.
guy sees
No
everything
disrespect
on
to
the
him at
court.
all. Like,
A terrific
he's a development
passer.
project to
More
me.
importantly, he's a guy
'Cause I didn't think he was all that,
players like
period.
Playing with. He really approaches the game.
I was like, what's
a
wait and
senior
see?
vet.
Daddy talk too much.
That's good
Let
for
the
both.
boy play.
And with Lonzo Ball, you've heard all the comparisons to Jason.
I don't have nothing
Kidd,
against
how he
LeVar or
plays
any
and
of them.
views things as if it's
I
a
was talking
chess
to one of the
match.
homies about the
Great
brother,
pretty
and I'm
company to
like,
be in.
I tell you, that just shows the loss.
I'm like, I just don't-
Ball has
I don't
been
see it right
saddled
now.
with, and he's the
As far as
ultimate
LiAngelo.
team player and plays
he
to
didn't
win.
get invited to
They're
the draft
frustrated
combine.
about his game,
Okay, he got to
but
work
what I
out with the
always
Lakers.
say
What
is
did he
the
do? I didn't know
fact
about
the
that
players he
until later
plays
on
with
in that
tend
day
to play their
that he
best
actually had to work
basketball,
out with the
which I think
Lakers.
is a reflection
Okay, whoop-de-doo.
of his game.
A lot of people get
Kicks
workouts.
it to Adams.
It's only 2
Another shot.
rounds. If you're not going, and don't get me wrong, you have busts. You have people that don't.
Griffin's got rebound number 10 tonight.
You
with that
have
last one.
undrafted great stories too.
Here's Hardaway. It's holding
But
by
you
Los
weren't
Angeles.
doing nothing sensational
Nance has got 3
overseas.
rebounds so far in
Like
the
the
game.
6'8" dude that everybody's
Ball
talking
fixed to
about being
Nance.
in the top, at least the top 5.
Man's a screen.
They're saying possibly number
Durant
1,
against
number
Caldwell
2.
Pope. Great D that time from Durant.
And don't none of us
Screen by
seen,
16.
ain't none of us really seen him play a game.
Pick
And
by
he's,
Griffin. Hardaway
but the
picks it
scouts
up.
know he's a good
Look
player.
past the arc. Now
Or-
that is
or
the 7th
projected to be a
field
good
goal in 10
player.
tries. He
See, that's what I'm
shoots a
talking
very good
about. You played
70%.
overseas. We know about you, and you didn't do anything impressive for the NBA to go, oh, we'll draft you. Like I said, you can prove us all wrong and be an undrafted player. A lot of undrafted players were good. But right now, I just don't see LiAngelo as anything
10 points here in the second half.
special at this point.
And Ball comes to help. Stolen by Caldwell Pope.
I just don't see it.
They set the pick. Nance a screen.
Come on now.
Caldwell Pope dishes the ball. He feeds it to Adams.
Wow.
3 on the clock. And no good that time. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. Hardaway for 3. And again.
That's
the
trash.
He's been
That's trash.
unstoppable
I don't care,
trying to shut the
2K.
door
Like, that's
and
fine that I
lights
made
out.
it, but at the same time, that just lets you know that the shot meter is full of crap to me.
For ball. And there's the pass to Ingram.
Because that one was like slightly late, maybe even just late.
Nice ball.
Because the kickback was like crazy.
Ball, no good.
I just didn't time that one very well on that one, but most of the time I can get it closer to the green
Count it, good.
and that, but
57 points.
man, come on.
Well, if you wonder why they're in control of this game, just look at his stats from the field.
Of course, kill a
Solid,
count.
solid.
All the way
Man's a
around,
screen.
baby. So we do out here.
Caldwell Pope against Durant.
Oh, and that was the challenge this year, though. To be better than
He
CP3.
sends it through. Nance
So
has
that
got
means
4
that will
points in the
require
fourth.
that you go to the finals.
Clippers
Even though
lead
this
by
year
19
CP3
points.
actually went to the finals.
And it's Hardaway with the jam.
And how about just floating?
Actually, it
to
wasn't
the
big.
rim
The
on
goal
that
wasn't to be
slam?
better than
He gets
CP3. The
up,
goal
and
was to
he
be
gets up.
to replace him, basically.
For Los Angeles, they've got a pretty good rhythm going offensively, shooting 8 of 15.
To come right in like
and
as
Adams
though
kicks to Caldwell Pope.
they don't have a missing piece anymore. Basically, that was
Screen by
actually the
Adams.
goal. The goal is always to chase
And it's ball
the
in the corner.
greats.
From outside, off the mark.
You know
When I
what,
play
though,
my
sometimes
career.
you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Hardaway kicks to Griffin. Here's Wells. No good with the
Blake
triple.
probably should have took that shot.
A blown opportunity after the two-man game creates a terrific look.
That's how it's drawn up. That is, everything but the finish.
Adams with the screen on Hardaway. Ball dishes to Adams. He used that pick to get in close.
If I could have got back on ball.
Pick to give him all kinds of space to get that one off.
Now here's Hardaway.
Holding the ball too long.
Outside Butler.
Doesn't matter though. That I think they should get rid of that.
Right side
That
Hardaway.
penalization
And then Hardaway
on team
with the dunk.
basketball.
And guys,
The game is
how fun
predicated
is it
on
watching this
on
fella
ISO,
just go
either
to-
ISOs or
Craig, it's not every point
or
guard
moving the
who
ball
can
around.
climb the ladder like he can.
Not at all.
hints.
You
You
might
saw
look at
how
him
you
and
saw
think
how
he can't get up, but he
KD and I mean not
finds a way to
KD. Saw how
consistently
LeBron and Kyrie were
surprise the
playing.
D by rising
Saw how
way
Russell
above them
Westbrook
time
and
after time.
KD were playing. You saw how like depending
Man's a
on
screen.
the team dynamic, there's going to be some ISO going on.
Here's Caldwell Pope.
I shouldn't. You see how Rondo's played his whole career.
Durant.
I can hold the ball as long as I want to 2K and
Outside
still make a
Hardaway.
great play.
Down low. And it's Durant, that time on the assist from Hardaway. Durant's got 4 this quarter.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape.
As long as
here.
I'm not standing in one place. I feel like if you're standing in one
Getting
place,
good
that's stupid.
shots from close range.
Especially in real life. I always yell at the players while I'm watching the games, the playoffs, and stuff like that. That's another reason why I haven't really been streaming as frequently. Man, I'm trying to watch these games.
Outside Hardaway. And then Hardaway with the dunk.
You know he's going to take a lot of shots out there. He's their number 1 option right now.
And there was really good parity this year. Like people try to say
Now
what
Caldwell Pope.
because the end, the last year, the middle was nothing like the beginning and the middle of the playoffs was nothing like it was
And it's
this year
Durant
compared to
with the
last
rebound.
year. There was
And it's
no
the Clippers'
parity.
fault.
We all knew
They're on a
Cleveland
16-7
and the Warriors was
run.
going. We
Here's Hardaway.
kinda
Foul call
knew
at the time on the way up.
that it
They'll
was
get
going to
him
be
2
Cleveland and
chances
the
at
Warriors
free
this
throw line
year.
here.
But it was still an interesting ride with the Rockets, with Utah, with there was so much more parity with 76ers, with Boston. Even Toronto in the first round, because I don't know what that was. Toronto did it's like dang. Y'all can't beat LeBron.
That free throw good from
Y'all can't
Hardaway.
win against
A
LeBron
platoon
in one
swap
game at
here
least.
for the Lakers.
And y'all were the
Hardaway
number
hits
1
a
seed
vote.
this year. Indiana played LeBron better than y'all did. That was good parity. So I don't want to hear there wasn't no good
We'll see if they
parity.
can turn things around, Kevin. On
This was
trip,
so
they can't
much better
continue
than last
to
year's
come up empty.
playoffs. I didn't really watch last year's playoffs like that. I mean, partially because of work
Gordon
too.
inside.
But I
Six to
mean,
shoot.
like that's always the case in some of the games. Some of the games I
T2
miss.
from
It's because
Robinson.
of work.
At the tip, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. That's 10 points for Terrence Jones.
Not to the point where I'll just say, oh, I'll play 2K, or I'll play Warframe, or I'll play Grand Theft Auto, or something like that, or stream, or something like that. Last year, I was probably doing that, like streaming during the game, because I could care less about the matchup. This year, we had solid matchups in the playoffs.
Not a lot of solutions.
Siakam is checked in
68 points. There we go. I got the triple-double.
And Los Angeles guys,
Unlike last time, they would not let me get that last rebound. I was like, oh my gosh.
A screen on Hardaway.
I mean, that game doesn't exist anymore because I had to replay it on here, so.
There's the
2K stupid, so.
But
whatever. After I get off of this one, this will be exported onto my YouTube page. AOKid2306. My Twitch
right side
is
Hardaway.
AOKid exclusive.
Booker dishes to Forbes,
which is my Twitter and my Instagram.
Hardaway kicks to Booker. Back to Hardaway. Swiped it away.
Wow,
now the
that's
Lakers
crazy.
on the break.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a
had 8
dominating
turnovers
performance for Los Angeles.
And it's like petty little ones like that
across the board.
that happens on this game.
It was like watching a cat.
They had like these guys is like the defense on here is OP. It's because it's a rival game to a certain extent.
Win for the season. This will push their victory total to 20.
Like my game sometimes struggles. Like, well, obviously didn't struggle too much if you got 68 points. But I mean, like, I'm just saying, like, matchup one-on-ones and stuff like that, or going to the rack sometimes.
For the chosen one.
An all-around dominant
movement.
performance. Only certain guys can do this. Complete control. 3 phases of the game. Congrats. A triple-double.
Get off me, nigga.
And then
why is he going so slow to the bucket?
Tremendous effort here
Oh my
on
gosh.
the road. That plane ride home
Whatever. It's a dunk. That's
is going
70.
to be sweet.
They better have some extra goodies on
Just
that
pull a
plane.
George
After
Gervin
this
on y'all
blowout,
niggas.
They deserve to be rewarded.
George Gervin back in the day used to drop like 70, 60 easy in games. I think he played for the Spurs.
Pass to Bryant.
Played for the Bulls with Jordan late in his career. I know that for a fact.
And you gotta like that they are competing all
By that
the way
time,
through.
he was
Trying
like,
to maybe build some momentum going into
wasn't
the
the
next
George Gervin
Because the
that
execution was not there tonight. That's
the people of
something
that
they can
time
use
knew
this time to
of.
work on.
because I didn't grow up in that time, so I can't say. I can only say from what my dad has told me about George Gervin and stuff like that. I grew up in the middle of
Hardaway hits them both.
greatness.
16 seconds left
Grew
in the
up in the
game.
middle of Jordan and
Rozier kicks to Robinson.
Isaiah Olajuwon and Kobe.
Here's Siakam.
As I got older, Dwayne Wade
Over Booker. Again, Los Angeles.
and LeBron
Using
was
his height advantage,
my high
he
school
gets a
years.
clean look from the mid-range.
Me and
So
Katie
it's
are the
Los
same
Angeles
age,
win this
so
one easily. A resounding victory for them.
That gives
And
you a
Greg
point,
in enemy territory, no less.
where my era
exactly right, but with the way
my
they
era comes
control
from.
the
Killer
game.
Cam though. How close are we gonna get to that? Okay, we didn't get no acrobatic layups, and I'm pretty sure I had at least one, but you know, they don't count them effectively, so what does it matter? They give me that 96. I gotta play like 4 more games just to tap into that. And I'm just holding on to DC. I might use that for
Thank you,
another one of
Kevin.
my
Another triple double.
what, 10
tonight.
archetypes
So
that are
is
at
this something
60?
You're planning to do all season? You know, as often as I can. I feel like when I'm able to contribute in multiple ways, the team is better off. Of course, there's no way that I'm able to get numbers without the help of my guys. So, you know, all credit should be sent their way. I felt, you know, we played a strong game tonight.
Well, you all did, but you led the way, so congratulations. Kevin?
David, thank you as always.
I feel like you should be getting interviewed by more people than David Aldridge too, though. I don't know if Doris Burke doesn't want to be on screen like that, but I would appreciate at least you put Doris Burke in the finals. And you got the voices of Chris Webber and stuff like that. It's like, bro, we need to be getting talked to by different people. every now and then on the game. Just saying. This is for people that like to play my career, though. Yo, that's the end of my broadcast, though. AO Kid Exclusive is the channel on Twitch. YouTube's is AO Kid 2306. Killer Cam. Killer Season. Cameron Hardaway, aka the Chosen One. 72 points, 13 assists, 10 rebounds. We out here. We out. You know what I mean? Like,